Hello everyone. Welcome to today's masterclass. Today we're talking about how to have what it takes to have true wealth and financial freedom. Ask yourself this question. How is it that some people continue to struggle with money while others thrive? Like, why is that? What is their secret? And that's what we're going to chat about today. And it boils down to this. It boils down about your ability to lead yourself in the areas where you want to grow and strengthen and become more. Okay. For those of you who've never met me before, I'm Lorna Poole. I'm an IPEX certified coach, passionate about helping coaches and entrepreneurs master their money, create wealth and financial freedom so they can live their life on their terms and secure their financial future. So, what do I mean by this when I talk about leading yourself? If we get down to the nitty gritty, if you want a different outcome in your life, you got to do things differently. You can't operate the same way and get a different outcome. Okay. In terms of our thinking, in terms of our behavior, and our decision making is a big piece of it as well. It's a lot of letting go of what's not working and moving forward to where we want to be. We'll talk about that in a minute. By the way, if you're here, let me know, say hi, let me know who's here. There is a link above this video, and if you're watching a replay, hashtag replay, but there's a link above this video. Let me know, love to know who's here listening. So let me demonstrate. I'll tell you a story from my own personal life. I can tell you a couple actually. So when my business went full time, boy, was I scared. Okay. My income, my source of income was being taken away. Okay. And it was a choice point. Okay. It was either carry on doing the same thing and getting the same results, or it was jump time. And I had made sales. I had proven to myself I had made sales, but I was scared. What if it doesn't work? What if I don't last? And um, I was really worried. What if I can't pay my bills? Okay. And due to the circumstances, there was no kind of other option, only to jump. And um, I was on government payment when I was building my business. Because on a job, the job was taking all my time. And then my business wasn't getting its time. And everybody hits this point where there's kind of a give or take about what you got to do with your life. And I was at this give or take point, and I had to go for it. Hi, Helen, how are you? Um, and I remember my mentor at the time asked me this question, and it really changed my life. She said to me, would Lorna, who's earning 10K per month, um, be on government payment? Yes or no? She said. And I was like, well, no, she would not be there, right? Hi Lorraine, great, delighted you're here. And hi Helen, great to see you. Good morning. Good morning, Lorraine and Helen. Um so what I learned from that is that I had to think of where ahead of where I am now. Okay. So 10K Lorna would not be on government payment, right? That she wouldn't even entertain that. So I had to trust and jump. And this is the same for when you create wealth and financial freedom. Okay. You gotta decide, I will be financially free by, by 2030, whatever it is, right? You got to make a decision, right? I will be financially free. I will create wealth. I will learn how to put my money to work. Now, when you make this decision, you don't know currently how you're going to get there, okay? And most people, when they're jumping into something new, and I just came off a call with a client who's selling her art, and we were talking about that if she kept going the same way, she's going to get the same results. She wants to bring in £5,000 per month but it's just not going to happen. So she has to do something, she has to make an agreement with herself that she has to do something bigger than she is today. Long time no see. Let me know who this is. It comes up as Facebook user. Great to see you. So you gotta jump ahead of where you are, and you always start by feeling like you're not ready, right? So this lady with her art, she doesn't feel ready. She doesn't feel ready to negotiate with the shop, the commission she wants of it, and how much the price her painting. So all her stuff. Sophie, you made it. Great to hear. This is perfect for you, Sophie. So you've got to make a decision that is your new self, okay? So when you want to create wealth and financial freedom, or you want to bring up your income, or whatever that is for you, the person who's at that place thinks very differently to where you are now. Somebody who brings in 50K per month thinks very differently to someone that's bringing in 1,500 per month, okay? They have different thinkings, they have different behaviors, they have different ways of showing up in the world, okay? This is how people get ahead in life. So the truth is, you're never going to feel ready. You're never going to feel like you know the answers. It's about making the decision from your future self place of where you are now. When you do that, what happens is what's not working comes to the surface, okay? What's not working comes to the surface. And that's where support's really important, like working with a mentor like myself, right? Because you need support through this, because all the negative thinking and, beating yourself up and why it's not working will come to everything that has you at the 1,500, that's keeping you there, comes to the surface for you to go bigger, right? This is where your identity is at now. And we got to shift to our new identity, how we see ourselves as the person who's wealthy and financially free. So someone who has a net worth of 500,000 or 1.5 million, they think differently to you, okay? They operate differently with their money to you. So somebody who's thinking of creating wealth and financial freedom and they're not even paying themselves first is not going to get to wealth and financial freedom. But somebody who's putting their money to work, they're learning how to invest, they know what their net worth number is, they know their timeline, and they're doing the work to get there. When you put yourself in the situation, and we teach you this in Financial Freedom Academy, when you put yourself in the situation, what happens then is you have questions come up, and it's only then that you know what to do to take the next step to go forward. So I really wanted to share this today. So you got to decide to be wealthy and financially free. You got to jump. In the process, your thinking and behavior will shift, and then you start to shift how you see who you are. When you do this, you start to build self-esteem, confidence. You believe in yourself, and as someone said to me yesterday, there's a very famous quote that so everybody, when they're moving forward, we go through, like, life goes a bit like this, right? Go through waves. You cannot stop the waves, but you can learn how to surf. Okay, so everything you go through is perfectly normal. So you got to remember this and write this down. So what does it take to create wealth and financial freedom? It's about your ability to lead yourself to do the uncomfortable things to get a different result. Okay, it's who am I being? You are the person behind what happens in your life. It's always be, do, have. Okay, so you always start at the step of who am I being? What are the decisions I'm making? How am I showing up today? What is that decision leading me to? Who do I need to become to have that? Okay, we do this a lot in the one-on-ones in Financial Freedom Academy. We help you start to shift how you see yourself, because ultimately I see it all the time in my own results and working with clients. The clients who get ahead are operating differently within themselves to get the outcome they desire. Okay, and I know this lady I was speaking to just a few minutes ago before this call, she's going to excel now. She's going to really go for it, because I can see her growth coming. And it's back to that Jim Rohn quote I always say: for things to change, you got to change. For things to get better, you got to get better. So if you want to create true wealth and financial freedom, ask yourself, how am I showing up today? What agreements am I making with myself that are moving me forward to that person who has wealth and financial freedom. And if you want to talk about wealth and financial freedom specifically, do you know your net worth number? Do you know what you should be investing in regards wealth and financial freedom? Are you putting your money to work? And if not, why not? And it's not all the reasons you think it is. We take responsibility for our life. We are responsible for whether it works out for us or not. So I want to leave you with that. I want you to leave here, kind of go back over this video and really think about what I said. Like, when you start to figure out how to move yourself forward, how to grow yourself from the inside out, you will have the wealth and financial freedom that you desire. Hello, Lorna. Hello, who's this? Facebook user is coming up. Well, let me know. So I want to leave you with that. So your takeaway today is, if you want to have wealth and financial freedom, ask yourself, how am I showing up in my thinking, in my behaviors? The person that's where I want to be, that has a net worth of 500,000, what are they doing with their money that's different to me? How am I showing up and thinking about my money? Am I growing my money? And if not, why not? And what do I need to improve in to make that happen? And you keep closing the gap, and you keep closing the gap, and you keep working at your pace. And when the discomfort comes up, you get to work through it, and you get support with that. Okay? Don't do this alone. You can do this with somebody. Let me tell you about this before I forget. There's an incredible event coming up. It's starting on the 19th of February, the Financial Independent Female Summit. You will see me in here over the next couple of days sharing more you about that. So if you want to really, really go to the next level with your money, in terms of designing the life you want, your energy of money, mastering and attuning to wealth and creating financial freedom, your ability to increase your income, and then what to do to put your money to work, you're going to want to be this. Everybody on this summit is multiple 6-figure, 7-figure mentors that are very well established and know their shit with money. And I can't wait to share it with you guys. All right. I'll put the link in the chat if you want to join that now, or you want to go check it out and have a little nose around. All right. Take care. And I will see you here, guys, next week. Great to see you all here, by the way. Sophie, Lorraine, Helen, love it. Reach out to me. Let's have a chat.